Aloha friends, it's Maria Emmerich and I'm here to talk to you about BHRT, a bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, and my journey. And I also wanted to talk to you about melatonin. It's hard for me. I'm an introvert and I usually keep this stuff to myself, but I do think that this could maybe help somebody. The first thing I want to tell people is that if you're doing melatonin chronically and a lot of it, stop. Stop, because that's one of the reasons I had to start BHRT. I did not know this, but melatonin actually shrinks the testes and shrinks the ovaries to the point where they can't work anymore. And back when I was in my 20s, even before that, I had bad sleep issues. And PCOS was one of the reasons I had these sleep issues. I drink caffeine, all of that. So what I would do is, I was like, hey, melatonin, right? I mean, it's so weird that you can't buy hormones over the counter, but you can buy melatonin, which is a hormone over the counter. So I bought it. Started with 1 milligram. A couple years later, I'd move up to 5 milligrams, 10 milligrams. And now people are talking about long COVID and doing a high dose of melatonin. Let me tell you what happened to me. High doses of melatonin, they see it in mice, all of this. There's a scientist that talked about how he watched the testes and the ovaries shrink to nothing and they can no longer reproduce. I was up to 50 milligrams of melatonin every single night, a lot. And I mean, some experts out there were like, oh, melatonin's this great antioxidant, it's this great thing that helps increase the human growth hormone. Sure, you can see that it increases the human growth hormone, but there's much better, healthier ways to do that. Because it would also like make me tired the next day, but I didn't care because I wanted to sleep. I like to sleep, and I don't like it when I struggle to sleep. I am a very emotional person that thinks about the most ridiculous things. Does anybody else do that? Like, I think about like this moment that happened in the past where I really regret doing what I did and I wish I would have done something different. It was even like little things, like I wish I would have been a better mom and held the kids more and hugged them more, and it's ridiculous. I won't get into more stories, but it's very emotional. And so I like to have good sleep. This is why I was taking melatonin. And what's interesting is finding that melatonin, the dose that you take, really only helps you fall asleep faster for like 13 minutes faster than if you didn't take it. So even stopping taking it, that's what I found. I still fell asleep and stayed asleep, but it took me a little bit longer, which is okay. I like that time to meditate and think about the day and how we could do things better or whatever. But I went to the doctor here in Maui, and I told him about some of the things I was experiencing. He's like, let's get your hormones tested. And so we did, and I have zero estrogen, zero, little bit of progesterone, very little. My testosterone was fine, but I have this sex-binding globulin thingy that's making it not be very effective, so it's very hard for me to build muscle because everybody's picking on me about my size. I've been lifting a lot of weights, and I don't seem to be putting on muscle. I don't know. I don't like to look in the mirror, so maybe that's my problem. Don't really notice it, but I'm starting those. It's going to take about a week to come, which I'm anxious about. But I just want to talk to you about my journey. Maybe I'll talk to you about more how I feel. It's hard for me to do this personal stuff, but I do think that the message needs to be out there. If you're taking melatonin, and especially young people trying to have children, stop. Because who knows, maybe that's one of the reasons I had problems with conceiving. I don't regret that because I have the 2 most amazing children. But I do think that it would have been nice to know. There's other things I've already started some peptides. Some peptides like GHKCU. What else? There's ipamorelin. There's a couple others. Craig does BPC 157 for pain. He hasn't really noticed much of a difference with it, but I think he needs to keep trying. So there's that, which I want to keep you updated on. My favorite thing about the peptides is you want to do them like right before bed, and that helps increase the human growth hormone. But my sleep is so much better now, and my muscles, like lifting weights, I should be sore because I just kind of picked it up again, and it helps with soreness. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent. But I'll keep you posted on everything. I start them next week, so hopefully things go well. And if you've tried BHRT and you've had good experiences, bad experiences, I'd love the comments below. I'm anxious. I'd love to know your stories. So anyway, have a great day, everybody. If you want to change your life like I've changed mine with food, I would be honored to help you. Many of you don't know that I was twice my size. I had acid reflux. I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had depression. I had IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. And food changed my life. And not only did that happen, I get to eat good food, right? Good food. So if you want to eat good food, I have perfected meal plans made by me and personal help with supplements or modifications. If you have Hashimoto's, if you have Graves, if you have IBS, if you have PCOS, contact me. I would be honored to help you. You can go to keto-adapted.com and find a lot of different options there for personalized help, or message me by commenting below on this YouTube video, or you can check me out at mariamindbodyhealth.com. Mahalo.